All right.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Just what are your initial feelings on this contract extension, knowing you'll be here for a bit?
So extremely thankful to the Bills organization, first off, for just giving me the opportunity to come back for another 4 years. Really looking forward to what we have planned in the years ahead. I know we kind of got our work cut out for us, definitely, and the goals that we set for ourselves each and every year. But just super excited to be back. Means a lot for myself and my family and everybody that kind of roots for me on Sunday afternoons. So appreciate that, and yeah.
You were already the longest tenured Bill coming into this, so obviously continue that. What does that mean just to have that continuity with this team, this organization?
It's very cool. I think that's you have personal goals, you have team goals, you got short-term, long-term goals. That obviously on the personal side is a cool kind of feather to have in your cap as the longest tenured guy that's been here since the old staff was here. So I appreciate Coach McDermott and Brandon for keeping me around and believing in me and trusting me and giving me opportunities to grow in all aspects of my game on and off the field. So I think that's that has, I guess, what led to being rewarded with another extension. So,
Reid, how much of this was about just maybe finishing your career right where you started it?
That definitely played a part. Yeah, definitely played a part. I mean, we love Buffalo. I always joke with people, I've got a snowblower. Like I feel like, I'm up here more than I'm anywhere else throughout the year. So I definitely consider myself, this is home and has been for, the past 9 years. So we love it up here. It's a great place to raise a family, raise my girls, and we've got a lot of friends up here, a lot of people that love to come up here and visit, come to the games, experience Buffalo, experience the people and the fans, and the food, of course, is great up here too. So now, I mean, we love it up here, and yeah, it definitely played a part.
Are either of them old enough to really recognize what's going on, or is this just like something exciting's happening?
Yeah. We have two girls. One's 4 and 1, or almost 4 and almost 2, and the Blakely, my almost 4-year-old, she was really confused why Daddy had to fly up to Buffalo for like the same, like, I just got to go to work for like one day, sort of like a couple hours, and I'll be home tonight, like I promise. And she was super confused. But that was going back to the last question. They're getting to the point where I want them to be able to remember Daddy playing football, right, when they get older. And that's something that this organization has blessed me with the opportunity to do, and really looking forward to that. So they love coming to the games and watching Daddy play. They started snapping and stuff with their little footballs they got around the house. So they see what I do on Sundays and they try to mimic it. So that's the coolest thing for me.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Is this the longest contract extension you've had?
Yeah, I think so. I think the last one was 3 years. This one's 4 years. Yep.
When you go through like at the end of camp and some of that maneuvering and the cuts and things like that, what is that like for you? And then to have them continue to put their faith in you with a deal like this.
Sure. Those the cut day stuff. I know people like to joke about parking lot and whatnot. I do have a grill out in my assigned parking spot that I do smash burgers on my parking lot day. But it's if I can help the team in any way, shape, or form, then I'm willing to do it. So that's really what it comes down to. They're trying to make a couple roster changes at the end of camp, and I'm more than happy to help the team.
Have you met with Chris Tabor yet or spoken with him? What are your initial impressions of the change there?
Yeah, I have just briefly spoke with him after I signed a little bit ago, and excited to work with him. He's got a lot of great experience, And you know, he brings a lot to the table. He's worked under and with some great coaches in the league that are still coaching, and a lot of great players as well, from a specialist standpoint and also from a return specialist standpoint. So really looking forward to kind of diving in with him and his new assistant Turner West, and learning from them, and trying to improve where we can.
Obviously, there's some turnover in coaching, and then with Sam being released this week, just, what is it like starting to, you had that continuity with Sam and Tyler for so long. I know
Yep.
Tyler's obviously still here, but what will that look like moving forward?
Yeah, you know, it's you hate to say it, it's part of the job, right? Being able to adapt and adjust to change, and you never know when it's going to come, but being able to kind of, you know, whoever that the new guy is, you know, from Tyler's perspective, he's got to be able to work with him. From my perspective, I've got to be able to work with him, short snaps, long snaps, you know, Tyler with the holding aspect, stuff like that. So, you know, it's an important part of the job, and whoever that guy is, you know, whoever it ends up being on you know, for week one, we're gonna fully trust him.
Reid, you're the longest tenured player like we were talking about, so I think your perspective on this is interesting. But when you got here 9 years ago, I think the perception of the Bills organization was very different than it probably is now. For you
Yep.
to sign an extension with, this version of the Buffalo Bills, do you realize and see like the change that has happened over time when you're talking to others, when you're with your peers, and just does it feel like there's a different sense about this group now?
Definitely. Yeah, I think, and you know, you guys see it, right? I think that has a lot to do with, you know, that core group of guys that kind of first came in Sean Bean's first couple of seasons, right? Josh, Milano, Dion, some of those guys, Taryn, the culture that those guys, like in the locker room atmosphere that those guys have created, and, you know, I'll throw my hat in the ring too. You know, I like to think that I've added a little bit of positivity to the locker room. But you know, guys want to come here. They want to come here and play. They want to, you know, you've seen a couple extensions the last couple of days with guys that want to continue their career here and play under this coaching staff. You know, stick in that locker room and compete. You know, week in and week out. So it's definitely a different vibe. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how to like really put it into words, but you know, it's just special being able to be around this core group of guys that's been here for the last 5 or 6 years now.
Going off of that, you mentioned the extensions over these past couple of days.
Yep.
With how long you've been here, what's it like for you to see these group of players that came into your culture, became part of it, and now they're going to be counted on as big pieces for the foreseeable future for this team?
Yeah, it's fantastic, and it's great, you know, to be a part of it. But you see the work that these guys have been putting in, and they're getting rewarded for it, right? You get drafted, whatever round you get drafted in, and drafted or undrafted, and you're, you know, the team that they coach you up, they develop you, and at the end of the day, they reward you with the extension, right? So I think it's important for guys to see that. And for that to be something that the team does, right? Reward your good players, and you know, that guys see that across the league, and you know, it's fun to be a part of, and I'm looking forward to continuing that relationship with the guys that have signed back.
4 years is a long time. I think in the next 4 years there'll be a popular fast food chicken restaurant here.
That would be the hope. I'm going to see if we can take that a step further now that there's some guarantee. I mean, surely right across the street would be quite the attractive place. You know, like, hey, I'm sure there's some free land around here somewhere to plop one of those over by McKinley Mall, maybe. But yeah, fingers crossed.
Thanks, Reid.
Cool.